Let's finish this off then. The evasion tie-ins in Power of an Atom. Issue 8 here. And this cover is a pain in the arse because I want to complain about it, but it is a great cover. The tease here is Stephen Orkman. Immortus has reneged on his truce with Adam and fucked up Adam's friend, Stephen Orkman. Don't go rushing to your keyboards to correct me. We will come to how this is definitely meant to bait us into thinking it is actually Stephen Orkman. This is written by Royce Sternum. Merry Christmas. War is over. That is what John Lennon says. And I think he was singing about the DC crossover Evasion, because that was cover dated December. Our hero is fighting a holdout, an alien soldier that won't surrender even though the war is over. Adam takes him down. Our art is by Jonathan Nolan. He will do the rest of this series. He did the previous issue too. And he was also doing art for Dome People during Evasion. Tangentially related to this, he will go on to be the artist for the next Stephen Orkman ongoing in 1990. What I do like is Adam's sense of agency. He knows that with the alien threat to Earth having been stopped, that his enemy, Immortus, is still at large, and their #ceasefire is over. Adam knows that he needs to track down and stop Immortus before he has time to plot and plan against Adam again. Here we have him, Immortus. He is looting alien tech from the battlefield. He is then met by a Orkan World soldier boy, not Stephen Orkman, a random Orkan World soldier boy. And Immortus uses his newfound control over time to rapidly age the alien to death. It took 3 issues to get here, but we finally have a sequence where the new revamp of this villain is actually improving on the character. This isn't some dopey time gadgets or Minutemen militia. He's just sinister in his torture and murder of an enemy here. This is good villain writing, but I think his next appearance, which isn't until 1993, reverts him back to the hard setup. Everything we have done across these 3 issues, not all of it good in my opinion, we ditch it all for Silver Age villain nostalgia. So what happens after this is Adam, with Green Lanterns, the Rat Bastard version, they are visiting a communications centre where they find a crucified, super-aged, Orkan World soldier boy with a note pinned to his chest from Immortus to Adam, announcing that their truce is over, just like the cover. Adam panics at first, thinking that it is Stephen Orkman, before you rush to correct him as well. From a distance, it is an understandable mistake to make, And the only way this entire idea has any dramatic impact would be if it was Stephen Hawkman. Most of you will have clocked straight away on the cover that it wasn't Stephen Hawkman because he lacks the wings on the mask. But now I get to correct you. Issue 4 of this series, which comes before issue 8, that one had Stephen Hawkman and Orkin Girl. Maybe I'll look at that one next. I know some of you are Stephen Hawkman fans. Stephen Hawk fans, that's what you are. Stephen Hawk fans. In that, Adam pulled the wings off from Stephen Hawkman's mask. He removed them. And then Stephen Hawkman announced that he would not reattach them because they represent Orkin and the mean stuff on Orkin, and he no longer holds Orkin values or something along those lines. I think I would estimate, Royce Sternum was doing this to marry it, visually at least, to the Orkin graphic novels, which was not canon at this point. DC were undecided about whether or not Orkin would be definite DC canon for Stephen Hawkman. But in that, he was depicted with the rather flat mask. He spent the rest of Power of an Atom, issue 4, without the wings on his mask. He looks weird. For a full issue, he looks like that. But Royce Sternum seemed to make this change with the intention it would stick. It didn't, and Stephen Hawkman was appearing in Justice League with the wings on his mask. Here though, Royce Sternum footnotes Adam issue 4, and he lets the reader know that Stephen Hawkman did change his mask to look like this. We're meant to think, on the cover at least, like Adam on this page, that it is Stephen Hawkman. And when you remove that possibility from the scenario, when you have it like it is, it's a scene that makes no sense. Why would Immortus crucify a random Orkin soldier boy? Why would Immortus make an effigy for Adam with this nobody? It only means something to him if it is Stephen Hawkman, and it's not Stephen Hawkman. As much as Royce Sternum maybe wants to make you think for a while. After that, the comic isn't that exciting. It didn't make good on its cover promise, and now it doesn't really succeed at having Adam turn the tables on Immortus or score a victory against them. Here, he fights some henchmen, while Immortus is away on a yacht, sunbathing and relaxing. Then Immortus reveals that he is going to commence a self-destruct sequence on Adam and the henchmen. And so it all goes kaboom, and he is still on his yacht. Then Immortus goes to investigate the remains, but Adam had shrunken down and hid away and avoided any Earth. Just when you think Adam might triumph over the villain, what happens is Evasion Book 3 occurs. I've not really done any evasion stuff after the actual war. Evasion Book 3 is set entirely after the war. There's our ad friend, the American Gothic Miracle Man advertisement. This one has a powerful cover, and I think it is another example of one of those comics that is best left at that. You can imagine a better story to go with this cover. Adam's evasion tie-ins are a mix of different quality. There's some good ideas in there, or some good writing, but altogether it's still underwhelming, like the rest of Royce Sternham's work on Power of an Atom. I have got some more to review. The next issue is technically still Evasion. We have some very minor Evasion wrap-up in the next issue. And the next issue has another cover that irritates me, for similar reasons to this one. I think I will give Power of an Atom issue 8 a 7 thumbs up.